EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Las Vegas Raiders. And all three go from Las Vegas. Jamal Agnew now to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Raekwon McMillan.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 36, Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The Bears first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized. The other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Josh Allen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Haskins. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Reynolds. That's complete, I think, a Whiteside. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I think the Bears have recovered. They have. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down, it's Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on
They go play action with Haskins. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Haskins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Bears 10, Raiders nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around. And this time will be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I absolutely like the thought there. Go after them before they really know what hit them, because they took the ball away after the turnover, took their shot, hoping to catch the defense a little bit unsettled. Weren't successful in doing it, but they did let them know that they will be aggressive.
The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll run with Henry. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good. And they add on to their 1st quarter lead. It's now 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Reynolds. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 3rd and long. Reynolds. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Down at the 40.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Henry. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run with Wilson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flowing around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll have a 1st down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Vegas, 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Reynolds, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw again, Reynolds. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Reynolds eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kelvin Harmon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. Smith catches left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the Raiders have got him. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 9.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Boy, a nice Nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A run with Henry on 1st down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Haskins pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On play action, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They've gone to the 2nd quarter now in Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll start the drive with Wilson. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Number 24, the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The 31.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Operating from the gun. Reynolds. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 2nd down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Reynolds. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on third and long. Reynolds. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked up at the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this down to the 10. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Haskins on first down. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Number 20.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense, because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Raiders 7.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Reynolds. And here's another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a great return as he's out close to the 40-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And my goodness, another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Haskins going to throw again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Bears 40, Raiders 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Reynolds trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Bears 40, Raiders 14. Boston.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Agnew on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. One successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards. 1st down, Bears.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins, throw left side, complete. It's Smith. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Bears first down.
Now it's Haskins. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Haskins will throw. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chicago.
Now Haskins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Open space inside the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Complete to
Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears add on.
Lining up for the
you got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
No problem there on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Second down throw on target. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Reynolds. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw on second down. Reynolds. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here's another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Reynolds. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Touchdown, Raiders.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They shakes him off. He can't bring him down. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
6-yard line.
From the gun, Reynolds. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Reynolds. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. He's at the 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on 2nd down. Reynolds. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Off play action. Reynolds. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Showing the coverage downfield is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Gain of 28.
That's good for 28 yards.
Another Raiders first down.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside.
Reynolds pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Able to shake him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Roquan Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, And the Bears will get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Haskins going to try to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Jamal Agnew. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Brings up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Score Bears 54.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings.